right, hey everybody, it's Mr. Ferguson. We're out here at Whitaker Ponds Nature Park, kind of kicking off this project here. And I want to start off by just reading a little acknowledgement of this land and of the people who have been using this land and living on and of this land for generations and generations, potentially since time immemorial. Every community owes its existence and vitality to generations from around the world who contributed their hopes, dreams, and energy to making the history that led to this moment. Some were brought here against their will, some were drawn to leave their distant homes in hope of a better life, and some have lived on this land for more generations than can be counted. Truth and acknowledgement are critical to building mutual respect and connection across all barriers of heritage and difference. We begin this effort to acknowledge what has been buried by honoring the truth. We acknowledge that this land, now known as Portland, sits on the unceded territory of the original people of this land, the Multnomah, Wasco, Cathlamet, Clackamas, Cowlitz, bands of Chinook, Tualatin and Kalapuya, Molalla, and many other tribes who made their homes along the Columbia and Willamette rivers. This area was originally populated by many indigenous people who lived and thrived in profound, complex, and interdependent relationship with the land and other beings here. Long before white colonial settlement, the indigenous people are still here and are still connected to this land. Today, our region's diverse and vibrant native communities are 70,000 strong, descended from more than 280 tribes with at least 18 unique languages, both local and distant. We recognize those native communities in our region today and extend our deepest gratitude to those who have stewarded this land and offer our respects to their elders past, present, and future. Our recognition of the indigenous Native American inhabitants of this land is just one step in recognizing our responsibility to restoration and repair. Acknowledgement by itself is a small gesture, but this beginning can be an opening to a greater public consciousness of Native sovereignty and cultural rights, a step toward equitable relationship and reconciliation. Join us adopting, calling for, and spreading this practice as you work on lands near to you.
Cool. Here at Whitaker Ponds, this place was originally a village called Near Chokiku, which was a Chinook village. And this is a place where people camped, where people gathered, where people traded and lived prosperously for generations. And the Columbia Slough Watershed Council's offices are here, but we're neighbors with an organization called NAYA, which is the Native American Youth and Family Center. They're really excited about having their offices here at this place just because of its significance to the Chinook people.
In the 1800s, the U.S. seized indigenous land and gave it away for free to white men. This particular land was given to a man named Andrew Whitaker in 1846.
All right, guys, so I want to kind of do a little intro to our equipment here that we got. So with some of the current technical ed money for natural resources, I was able to purchase 8 of these sweet Recon Force Edge trail cameras. And in addition to that, we got also some nice cable locks on them so that people don't just pull them down off the trees, hopefully. And then some nice 32 gig SD cards so we can capture our images on here. And then see what critters are living out here, what's thriving out here. You know, kind of what are the intentions here is to be able to see what's going on, see what critters are using this habitat, and see what we can do as a community to kind of support wildness. So I want to introduce that. We have 8 of them, so we're going to be setting them up around Whitaker Ponds today. We're going to be documenting that process with this video. And you know, if this was a regular school time, first of all, I wouldn't be wearing this mask, and I'd be probably hugging my friends, right? Because, and my son too. And you know, it would be a lot more fun to do this with you, but we can't because of the coronavirus. And so we're doing the best we can to make this a cool class without being all together. We'd love to be doing this with you. So introduce my son Reed. This is my guy right here. He's helping us out with some maybe I'll have him climb some trees. What do you think? Maybe get to the top, get some owl nest or something. And then my good friend Jeff Worth over here. He is, I would say, a wildlife expert. He's going to be really humble right now. Videographer, filmmaker, activist, just all around awesome guy, and I'm super happy to have his expertise right along here. And you'll be meeting him in person too in some virtual classrooms, but he's just out here to help us hang these cameras and talk a little bit to you right now, and we'll just get going from there. Thanks.
So thanks for the intro, Joe. Yeah, I'm a certified wildlife tracker, and I make videos for conservation groups, and that's what I do for a living. And I'm here today because Joe asked if I wanted to come out and help place cameras for some little critters, and that's what I do 3, 4, 5 days a week anyway, so yeah, why not? Let's do it.
All right, so here we are, and Jennifer's trying not to fall into the creek. This is Beaver Dam Cam, aka camera number 7, and we just got it set up. And when I say we, I mean mostly Jeff. That's me in the shot, and then that's the shot of the dam that we're gonna get of these wonderful critters. Excited. 1 down, 7 to go.
Let's do it.
Woo! Flicker death.
Flicker death. So something ate a northern flicker right here. A northern flicker is one of our native woodpeckers, and flickers are only out during the daytime, so whoever ate this flicker ate them during the daytime, so it was most likely another bird, maybe a Cooper's hawk. And they probably landed on the flicker from above and then just sat on it, plucking out all this plumage, just plucking the feathers out, and probably ate the bird right here. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wildlife tracking people. All right, the pros, right? Telling stories using evidence, science.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
We're living on the edge.
Here we are. We got camera number 2 set up. Jeff just kind of cleared a lot of the brush away from in front of it. And the rationale is that if those things blow in the wind, they'll trigger the camera to make a video of, well, stuff blowing in the wind. And we don't want that necessarily. We want to get the critters. So like I said, camera number 2, and this is facing, I don't know, Jennifer, you want to pan this way, you can kind of see. Last time I was here, this was a baseball field, and now it is a nice meadow, so we're thinking we might get some stuff kind of trotting across the field, maybe coyote pack, maybe some deer, who knows. So excited about that, to see what we get coming across. Jeff, what do you think?
I'm excited.
Cool. Four. We're calling this one East Pond Log Jam. I like turtles. Hoping to capture some turtle pictures here. The painted turtles like to come out and bask in the sun when it gets warm, so it should be a good spot for that. And yeah, excited to see what we see over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be cool. Is that what you say, Jeff? It's cool?
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. There's the camera.
So this is a raccoon latrine. A latrine is a spot that an animal will go to and deposit scat over and over and over again. So this might be the site of 2 raccoons, 3 raccoons, or it could be just one that likes to come here and poop.
Oh. Well, that's such a treasure. Do you see any evidence of what this raccoon has been eating?
Yeah, and I mean, there's definitely some crustacean.
Ooh.
And we definitely see seeds and pits.
Mm.
So they're eating both critters that are living in the pond and also berries from around the pond.
Cool. So raccoon likes it both ways, plants and animals.
They will eat whatever they can.
Mm. Well, thank you, Jeff. Good find. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
We're living on the edge.
All right, so here we are at the property line where the public park space over here, Whitaker Ponds Natural Area, butts up against private property on that side of the fence. And this is trail cam number 6. We're gonna call it property line trail camera. And Jeff is thinking that we might get some pretty cool critters that's kind of migrating through, like maybe some coyotes, maybe some people too hiking down. So you never know.
And then you were showing us the map of all the
Oh,
drop pins
yeah.
and where the cameras are located.
So I've been, in order to know where I need to come back to get the SD cards out, I've been just using Google Maps. Can you see that?
Come closer. Good.
Cool. So I've been using this thing, it's called a cell phone, to use Google Maps to drop some pins at our location. So I've got the Beaver Dam one here, the Meadow, the Log Jam, and then this one. So this is a pretty nice, cool little trajectory, because we could get critters sort of moving through space, kind of east to west, right between the Columbia Slough and Whitaker Ponds, and also critters traveling from water body to water body, maybe in search of places to eat and habitat. So pretty cool. Got 4 more to go. Halfway there. Hey there, guys. So I'm sitting here looking out at the East Pond, hanging out by my friend over here, trail cam number 3. And unfortunately it doesn't work, so I'm just gonna sit here 24/7 for the next week and just tell you what I see. Just kidding, I'm not gonna do that. That's why we use trail cameras. It's working great. I'm calling it turtle nesting area trail cam. And so we're hoping to see some turtles sort of migrate up into this nesting ground right here, which is just adjacent to the walking path. And we're gonna see some, hopefully some turtles kind of roaming in and out of here. It's gonna be awesome. Pretty cool. Ha! Did I scare you? Ah, that's all right. Hey, we're here, camera number 8, and we stumbled upon this fresh gnawing of tree by beaver. And Jeff said this was possibly done as early as this morning. So I've got trail cam number 8 set up right here, right on this fresh chew site. We're gonna see some beavers. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Trail cam number 5. And in terms of laying these out, we have just 1 more to go. And so we got a section here. We're pretty close to the Columbia Slough Watershed Council office, the trail that goes around the West Pond, and then the West Pond is just here. And this is kind of a cool little meadow that we found, where we've definitely seen some kind of beaver movement, evidence of beaver movement through here, and kind of a nice little meadow where we may see things like rabbits, beaver, maybe even some deer coming down here to bed. So it'd be a pretty cool spot. Also, it's really close to an area where like affluent water from the streets of Portland dump into here, and they kind of get slowed down, and some of the nutrients and sediment drop out before it goes into the West Pond. So it's kind of this like little environmental rehabilitation area too. So we'll see what we get. But you know, pretty cool.
And not just nutrients, but also toxins.
Toxins, the bad stuff from our
Bad
cars.
stuff.
Yep.
Pollution control. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. All right, so we just set our last camera of the day. This is camera number 1, and it's kind of the west end of the West Pond, almost right. I don't know if you can see it from here, but there's the little path going down to the dock just right here. Reed's actually sitting on over there, and there's kind of a little clearing here. We're not super certain there's gonna be a lot of wildlife activity, but you know, it's kind of like that experiment, right? Seeing what's here. Maybe there will be some stuff, maybe not. We can always reset it if we want to, but this is the last one for today. Thanks a lot for checking it out. Thanks Jennifer, thanks Jeff, and thanks Reed. And yeah, we're gonna get some great images from these cameras, so looking forward to it. All right, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
shade.